Hi, Shelby Long here, Senior Vice President of the Strategic Advisor Board and CEO of Business Dynamics. I help businesses align their communication infrastructure to help create the best culture, to create more resilience, and to have a great place to work. And today, or this week, I'm talking all about how we can make some small tweaks and changes in our hiring process to not only improve the retention of our employees, because it costs a lot to hire, and it's a big cost on the business because people have to fill spots, but it's also a job to hire, and it takes some time, and we want to be able to get out of the hiring process and have those long-term employees. And this week I've talked about how it's just some little changes that we can make to improve that process and to honestly hire the best match for our business. Earlier in the week, I talked about how important it was to clearly identify your expectations for the potential employee. Also to have an understanding about how your communication infrastructure works so you can best explain how the culture it manifests within your business and how people are connected and how people communicate. These are really important things. I also talked about how hiring for a company match and hiring for a match to your mission and vision rather than hiring for skills might be a new way to approach things. We know that people have a lot of skills and they can get trained online or in college or at the previous job or whatever. People have skills, but you're going to mold and shape those skills into what your business truly needs and how your own communication infrastructure helps grow that individual into that. You want to hire for the match. You want to hire for the person that's excited for the job and that will grow and change with you, not necessarily their skills. Yesterday, I talked how important it was in the interview to even talk about the long-term goals of the candidate. Do they want to grow? Do they want to advance? Do they want to be invested in something? And also the long-term goals of the business. Does the business have a vision? Is the business growing? Is the business engaging in the community? That's what employees like to see. Today, I'm going to talk about how important it is in the job hiring process to companies now. I think it's incumbent upon companies now to be a little bit flexible in schedule and mobility within their business. There's been quite a few stresses that all businesses have had in the past couple of years with employees, just with the pandemic and the shutdown and adjusting to the distancing and adjusting to masks and no masks. And there's been so many rules and regulations that have changed that now we're reestablishing our identity as businesses, where we can be a little bit more flexible in our scheduling and also be a bit more flexible in our upward mobility opportunities that are in the business. Because of all of these changes, businesses are now quite a bit more nimble, and they can use the employee skills to be able to have a new scheduling protocol and to be able to talk to more people and to engage your employees in a different way. So there's many different ways that you can engage and think about those things, but being open about that in the hiring process is one place to start. Many people are looking at just for an example of parents that have kids that have flexible schedules. It's important to think about how somebody fits within your business, and maybe you can flex a little bit on the timing. Maybe you can flex a little bit on the scheduling. We're not in a 9-to-5 world anymore. And yes, some businesses operate in that 9-to-5 world, but how can you as a business owner and a CEO be a little bit more nimble so you can adjust to the needs of your employees? That's a way to help increase that retention with your business, to keep employees engaged, to keep them motivated to be with you, to know that there's some flexibility in there. So just a few communication tips on how you can improve the hiring process. Hiring is such a challenge for all businesses. All businesses are looking for the best candidates. Let's set your business up the best to receive those best applications and also make the onboarding process articulate into more retention within your business so you don't have to go through the hiring process. Always happy to talk about these small changes you can make in your communication infrastructure. Just reach out, shelbyjolong.com. I'll see you next week.